Work is the curse of the drinking class, as Oscar Wilde, the witty Irish poet and playwright, once quipped. Well, it's also the lifeblood of the humor industry, providing endless material for comedians and writers alike. So let's dive right into the rabbit hole of workplace humor, shall we? First up, we have an ancient gem from the philosopher Socrates. He once said, "By all means marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher." A subtle nod to the hardships of work-life balance, perhaps? Next, we fast forward to the 19th century, where Mark Twain, the great American humorist, was busy cracking people up. He famously said, "Work is a necessary evil to be avoided." If only we could all subscribe to that philosophy. In the early 20th century, the American humorist Robert Benchley chimed in with his take on office life. "Anyone can do any amount of work," he said, "provided it isn't the work he's supposed to be doing at the moment." Truer words have never been spoken. As we move further into the 20th century, we come across the wit of Irma Bombeck. She once declared, "Housework, if you do it right, can kill you." I think we can all raise a toast to that sentiment. Then, in the late 20th century, Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, had this to say about work: "You can never underestimate the stupidity of the general public." We're pretty sure he wasn't talking about his readers, though. And finally, in the 21st century, the inimitable Ricky Gervais gave us this gem. "The best advice I've ever received is, no one else knows what they're doing either." So, there you have it. A whistle-stop tour through the ages of work-related humor, from philosophical wives to housework hazards, from necessary evils to general public stupidity. We've laughed, we've cried, we've nodded in agreement. To wrap things up, let's revisit some of our favorite quotes from this journey. Socrates' wise words on marriage and philosophy, Mark Twain's avoidance of necessary evils, Robert Benchley's procrastination mantra, Irma Bombeck's deadly housework, Scott Adams's underestimation of public stupidity, and Ricky Gervais's reassuring advice. Remember, while work might be the curse of the drinking class, it's also the lifeblood of the humor industry. And as long as we can laugh at it, we're doing just fine. Here's to finding the humor in the everyday grind.